Mr. Mankevich, thank you so much for your time. From business community's perspective, what are you expecting out of this time's state leaders' visit to Russia?
У нас, конечно же, большие ожидания. Мы очень верим.
We hold great expectations for the upcoming meeting between the leaders of both parties. We believe it will bring about many positive developments, especially in the cooperation between Russia and China. Strategic decisions will be made to facilitate collaboration between our companies, which will help us better avoid sanctions from the West and ensure that Chinese companies are not affected by such measures. Overall, we are confident that this leadership summit will significantly promote cooperation among our companies.
На те возможности, которые существуют в сотрудничестве между нашими двумя странами.
What are the key areas that we can strengthen cooperation going forward, in your view?
Ну, конечно же, для нашей страны сейчас является приоритетными.
In my view, the main priority for cooperation between Russia and China lies in the supply of oil and gas resources from Russia to China. Russia can quickly provide these products to China. The second priority is to encourage greater investment from China into the oil and gas sector. The third priority for cooperation, in my opinion, is in the high-tech sector, which has vast potential. I believe that Chinese enterprises and partners can quickly fill the huge void left by Western companies exiting the Russian market. Another important direction is agricultural industry cooperation between Russia and China. Russia can provide more agricultural products to the Chinese market, including grains, rapeseed, and corn, among others, which has great potential. One area for improvement is logistics, including the construction of highways for transportation, improving clearance capabilities at ports, expanding logistics channels and pathways, and modernizing ports.
И я думаю, что совместное освоение Северного морского пути.
You mentioned high-tech, you mentioned agriculture. Can you elaborate a little bit more on the high-tech cooperation part?
Я постараюсь развернуть настолько, насколько это возможно.
In terms of high-tech cooperation between China and Russia, I will try to address it as coherently as possible. It's important to note that we are currently facing sanctions from the West and not all countries are friendly towards us. While Russia has a certain level of expertise in research and development, we are relatively slow in applying these new technologies to production and practice, slower than China. Thus, I suggest that we jointly establish a laboratory. Additionally, Russia requires a large amount of machineries and equipment, including those for oil and gas development and the chemical industry. We hope that China can provide us with more high-tech equipment, including those for the Arctic region, 5G equipment, and aerospace equipment. We have a high demand for such high-tech equipment and believe that China's technology in this field is very promising. The Russian automotive market is another attractive market for China. Due to the withdrawal of Western companies, there is now a gap for Chinese enterprises to fill. A Chinese Automobile Manufacturers Association has already been established in Russia and is having active discussions with Russian counterparts on improving the sales of Chinese cars in the Russian market. Furthermore, the establishment of an assembly plant for Russian auto parts is also worth considering.
И создание сборочных предприятий в России.
How important is China market to you, and how do you position China market when you do your business?
Ну, во-первых, я считаю, что китайский рынок.
Lastly, I want to emphasize that there is a significant demand in Russia for more visits to China. The Russian Asian Union of Industrialists and Entrepreneurs has 46 branches in various regions of the Russian Federation, which have excellent cooperative relationships with local governments. Now, various levels of Russian officials hope to visit China and connect with the Chinese business community to explore new opportunities for cooperation. These meetings and discussions will pave the way for better cooperation between our enterprises from different regions of Russia and China. I believe that the Chinese market is the #1 market for Russian companies, both before the COVID-19 pandemic and since Russia began its military operations. The vast Chinese market presents a great prospect for Russia. For a long time, China has been Russia's largest trading partner, with bilateral trade reaching almost $197 billion last year, close to the $200 billion target. According to our projections, this year, bilateral trade between China and Russia is expected to exceed $250 to $260 billion. From a strategic perspective, as I mentioned earlier, we can supply each other with products, including agricultural products, oil and gas products, and related production. We can also engage in joint research and development, and market our products in China.
из пандемии и наращивает обороты, торговые обороты.
What can we do better from policy-making perspective to better facilitate the trade, the business, and cooperation between the two sides?
Ну, я считаю, что, во-первых, очень важно
President Xi Jinping attaches great importance to developing the Chinese market, and his proposal to hold the Import Expo in Shanghai provides an excellent platform for Russian entrepreneurs to participate. In addition, the Canton Fair, which will be held in April this year, is also an excellent platform for us to better understand the Chinese market. These trade shows are not only of interest to Russian entrepreneurs, but also to entrepreneurs worldwide. China is a leader in the global economy and has emerged from the pandemic, opening up even broader opportunities. Firstly, I believe it is important to facilitate communication and hold various meetings among small and medium-sized enterprises. For example, we are currently preparing for a visit by a business delegation from China, including representatives from Zhejiang, Jiangsu, Henan, and Guangdong, to Russia. Several delegations from Russia, including those from the republics of Tatarstan and Bashkortostan, are also scheduled to visit China. In September of this year, a large forum will be held to discuss cooperation among small and medium-sized enterprises, with the Russia-China Committee for Friendship, Peace and Development being one of the organizers. Mr. Chitov, the co-chairman of the Russian side and the chairman of the Russian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, believes that these meetings provide entrepreneurs with valuable insights into the available opportunities in the market. The Russian business community, including the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, has made significant efforts to promote mutual understanding and awareness of the opportunities for cooperation. I believe that such mutual communication is essential for entrepreneurs to explore new opportunities in the market. Therefore, I expect that cooperation between small and medium-sized enterprises in Russia and China will be a highlight this year and beyond.
оценивает китайский рынок и китайские деловые круги.